On today's Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, the Bucks get a visitor from the West Coast. We've got the highlights from their matchup with the San Diego Strike Force, a good one from the Event Center, plus our weekly sit-down with head coach Rod Miller, getting you ready on everything you need to know for next week, which will be the Bucks' third matchup already this season against the Green Bay Blizzard. It's all coming up on the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, which starts right now. Hello everyone, welcome inside our Beck Studios. I'm your host David Sugarman, and this is the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show. Following a disappointing 36-17 loss to the Quad City Steamwheelers, the Bucks were hoping an extra week at home following the short weekend turnaround before the Quad City matchup would give them the boost they needed when they invited in the San Diego Strike Force to Bismarck this Sunday. Ramon Morris and the Bucks looking to defend their home turf. Opening drive for the Bucks. 2nd and 8, quarterback Taj Tolbert intercepted by defensive back, David Haney. Strike Force with a critical early stop in this one. A couple plays later, quarterback Stephen Cluley with time, space, and a wide open receiver, Troy Evans, 20-yard score, early 7-0 San Diego lead. Next Strike Force drive. It's the very first play. Cluley. Time once again. Same spot, same man. Evans wide open. 30-yarder. 14-0 San Diego. On the ensuing kickoff, Bucks in need of some kind of spark. Look no further than Rob Brown to provide it. A return out of the end zone all the way almost to the other end zone. Shedding tacklers all the way down to the 1-yard line. Very next play, Bucks making sure they're going to cash in. Quarterback J.Ru Campbell in the game from a yard out. Gets the job done. Bucks on the board. Down 14-7. Unfortunately, next drive, San Diego offense feeling themselves. This time, 4th and goal, running back Elijah Hanks from just a yard out, 21-7, San Diego on top. The bad getting worse on the ensuing kickoff. Take a look here. Edward Vander going to try and stop this one, catches his paw. Bucks struggling to field this one. Marquise Hoodie Rogers on top of it, and San Diego with a big mo early on in this ball game. We skip to the second quarter. Same drive off the recovery. Running back Trevon Van takes the handoff, runs it in from 2 yards out. 28-7 San Diego. All Strike Force right now. Still plenty of time to go, and that's the beauty of the IFL. Comebacks always seemingly in play. Campbell uncorks. Deep ball, 40-yarder to Rosario for the score, and the Bucks have life again, trailing 28-14. Bucks in need of a big stop, though. Could the defense get going? Cluley intercepted. Ramon Morris, his 3rd interception of the year. Big stop. Bucks trail 28-14 going into the locker room. Could the defense carry that momentum into the second half, though? Opening drive of the third for San Diego. The answer, a resounding yes. Linebacker Cam Hunt all over Cluley in the backfield. Bucks eventually force a turnover on downs. Later, in the midst of a scoreless third quarter, scoreless no more. 31-yarder from Campbell to Bruner. Bucks back within one possession, 28-21. We head to the fourth. Bucks down 10 after a Strike Force field goal. A 2-yard Bengals run trims the margin to just 3, 31-28. Next Strike Force drive, San Diego held in check all half until this point. Trevon Van with a big-time run, breaking tackles into the end zone. 30-yard touchdown. Bucks fall short. 38-28 in this one. Bismarck goes to 3-4. San Diego 2-4. The Bucks were certainly disheartened, but they know what needs to be corrected going forward.
It will be shaken if we didn't know what we were doing wrong. We were blowing ourselves in the foot. All these losses is because of us. It's within the team. It's nothing that they're doing to us what we're doing to ourselves. So if it was something different, then yes, but no, sir, it's something we need to take care of within ourselves.
We prep ourselves all week, for what we're gonna see on the field, and when we get out there at the beginning, it's all over the place, and we just need to take a deep breath and realize how good of a football team we are, and don't dig ourselves in the hole early. So I just think it's preparation. I mean, we there. Like, our losses have been close, and we just started out slow, but overall we there.
We got to just be more consistent throughout the whole team, offense, defense, special teams, 3 factors of the game.
Some other scores from around the IFL. Sioux Falls gets by Iowa 50-47. Arizona still undefeated in a 2-touchdown win over the Frisco Fighters. Quad City gets by Green Bay 49-31. Really close competitive game between Tucson and Duke City. Sugar Skulls come out on top 42-41. The Vegas Nighthawks take down the Massachusetts Pirates on the road. Big win for Vegas, 46-44. And Northern Arizona, one of the better stories around the IFL this year. Big time improvement, and they take down Bay Area with ease, 65-34. Time for our first break. When we come back, we'll have our weekly sit down with the Bucs boss, head coach Rod Miller. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Bismarck Bucs Coaches Show.
Introducing the Bucs Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucs are on the hunt, and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucs home game, the Bucs Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucs fans with a Bucs window sticker. If your Bucs window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucs home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors: Advantage Appliance, Simonson Station Stores, North Bismarck, Swing Away Indoor Batting Cages, Mandan, Action Motorsports, Fried Bread Mamas in Gateway Mall, Dakota Nuts and Candy, Bisman Local Food Market, Abra Auto Body, Bismarck, Mandan. Grab a Bucs window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucs! Free tickets to a Bismarck Bucs indoor football game? How? Go to your app store, type weather on Beck News app. Hit search. Install the app to your Android or Apple device to get personalized forecasts, weather alerts, road conditions, Beck Weather Insight exclusively for you. Then click the Bismarck Bucs free tickets banner anywhere in the app, fill out the information, and submit. You get free reserved seating tickets to a Bismarck Bucs football game from Beck Weather. Introducing the Bucs Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucs are on the hunt, and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucs home game, the Bucs Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucs fans with a Bucs window sticker. If your Bucs window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucs home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors: Advantage Appliance, Simonson Station Stores, North Bismarck, Swing Away Indoor Batting Cages, Mandan, Action Motorsports, Fried Bread Mamas in Gateway Mall, Dakota Nuts and Candy, Bisman Local Food Market, Abra Auto Body, Bismarck, Mandan. Grab a Bucs window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucs!
Welcome back inside the Bismarck Bucs Coaches Show. He's Bucs head coach Rod Miller. I'm David Sugarman. Coach, make the comeback this week from down 21 to get back within 3. You've had a couple of games like this where you get down double digits, you come back almost all the way. What's the key to getting off to a little bit of a stronger start going forward?
You know, that's something we've talked about as coaches, and we're going to adjust some things that we do, for practice, or just some things we do to warm up to get the game started. That's kind of been the last couple of weeks coming out to a slow start. So you want to evaluate what we do and how we're doing things to make sure we speed up the pace of that. So there'll be some changes that we're going to do to try to, jumpstart us a little bit better that we think should help us.
Last week when we spoke, you said you were looking for a little bit better execution on the offensive side of the ball. Where did you see improvement in that this week?
When we didn't turn the ball over and we didn't have penalties, we moved the ball. So, but that's always a big key. You can't do those things. So, when you throw, an interception, the quarterback doesn't make the right read, and you do that. Ben Glines is usually reliable. Fumbles a toss play. You get things like that, a couple holding penalties that backed us up and put us behind the chains. That makes it tough for you. When we didn't do that, we were able to move the ball. But like I said, you can't have those things happen. So we got to eliminate that stuff there.
Quite a bit of success throwing the deep ball this week, however. 2 touchdown passes of more than 30 yards, really embracing that touchdown to check down philosophy.
Right.
How were you able to find some success with the deep ball this week?
Just some things that we saw on film that we thought that we knew we'd get man coverage. We ran certain formations, so we did a couple of things to try to make sure we got the man formation, and the offensive line gave us time to throw the ball deep. So, we're always looking to go those type of routes, and, this week, they gave us the opportunity to go deep. A lot of times, team played a lot of zone against us and didn't give us the last couple of weeks a chance to do that. But we saw there's some opportunities to do that, and we took advantage of them.
After the hot start for San Diego, the defense really began to shut them down, giving up only 10 second-half points, the only touchdown on that final drive. Where did you make adjustments defensively that allowed you guys to slow them down?
We know the coach had noticed some things, and they talked about at halftime, some adjustments to make, and some of the things we knew they'd do. A couple of formations that they ran, they stayed true to form, and the defense did a good job of taking away when they ran that formation. So when you get a team backed up, it made it a little easier to understand what they have to do when you put them in third and long situations. They're going to have to try to pass the ball, so they were able to put us in defenses that would help us stop that.
As we seemingly say every other week, you're getting ready for a game against the Green Bay Blizzard. Already the third time. You played them twice in the first 3 weeks. What's the biggest challenge of, even though you've beaten up on them, playing a team this many times in this short amount of time?
It's just a law of averages. This life law of averages. Anytime you play a team so many times, something is bound to happen. So, what we're going for, win number 7. So it's going to be tough as anyways. And plus, like I said, we got to get ourselves, on the right track again as well. So it's going to make it even tougher. So there's a lot at stake at this game, trying to continue, winning against them, trying to get back on the winning track. So, we're up for this challenge this week. Is going to be a big one for us.
Keeping the focus on you guys for a moment, you played them twice in the first 3 weeks of the season. Where do you think the Bucs have made the most improvements since then?
I think, offensively, we found some more grooves, some things here. We established ourselves, with our quarterback receiver situation, getting people healthy, trying to get people healthy is where we're at right now. If we can stay healthy and keep guys healthy, that'll put us in a good position.
On the other side of things, Green Bay had a pretty rough start to the season, 0-4. Since then, 2-1, including a big win over the defending champion Massachusetts Pirates. Where have you seen them improve the most as you've watched some film this week?
They've always had good defense, so the defense is playing well, but I think they found a groove, with the quarterback that, finally started for them the last, 3 or 4 games as a full-time starter. He's been doing well for them. So that's kind of where their offense has picked up, having him at quarterback, and they're able to do a couple more things they were able to do, with the previous quarterback. So that's where their improvements have come from, and they're just hungry. Like I said, any team that has a slow start now, they're picking up pace.
Yeah, no doubt. You just touched on them. The quarterback play of Jack Sheehan, 8 touchdowns and 2 picks over the last 3 games. What has he done well that you've seen that you'll have to be ready for?
He's taking command of the offense. If things are not there, he will, move his feet and get out the pocket, and he'll run if need be. So that's what makes him a threat. Just like, any quarterback, it's hard to always account for the quarterback that gets out the pocket. So we got to make sure we keep an eye to contain him if he does try to get out the pocket.
Going off of that, trying to win your 7th in a row against Green Bay, trying to get your 4th win this season. What is the code word going into this week?
The code word for this week is to reestablish ourselves. We got to reestablish, get back to what we were doing at the beginning of the season, get back to our winning ways, and just getting back to the culture and trying to get healthy. And that's the main thing. We've been banged up, so we can reestablish ourselves as a healthy team as well. So we're just trying to get back to the basics, get back to the things that made us successful early on, and it starts with Green Bay this weekend.
Reestablish is the code word. Take a look at the Bucs social media channels there. Bismarck Bucs Football on Facebook, at Bismarck Bucs on Twitter, and at Bismarck_Bucks on Instagram. Take reestablish the keyword of the week to those social media channels for a chance to win a VIP turf table at an upcoming Bucks home game. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time once again this week. Best of luck.
Appreciate it. Always.
Bucks head coach Rod Miller. We'll take a short break, come back, and dive a little bit deeper into this week's matchup between the Bismarck Bucks and the Green Bay Blizzard.
Beck News is your leader in local. Beck specials and live information for you. Original programming. Exclusive local sports. Beck is local for you. Uncensored topics and uncensored opinions. Unapologetic politics, where all sides are represented. Full episodes online anytime at beck.news. All in one network. Your leader in local, Beck News. Introducing the Bucks Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucks are on the hunt and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucks home game, the Bucks Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucks fans with a Bucks window sticker. If your Bucks window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucks home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors. Northwest Tire of Bismarck, Mandan, Capitol Heights Auto Clinic, 12 Stones Coffee, Papa Murphy's on Mapleton Avenue, Kroll's in Mandan, Dickey's Barbecue Pit, Pizza Ranch. Grab a Bucks window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucks!
Welcome back inside the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, and now we're happy to be joined by the man who's going to be on the play-by-play for this week's game, Chris Clayton. Chris, thanks for joining us, brother.
Of course, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You bet. So let's touch on some of the Bucks' struggles offensively first. A season-low 17 2 weeks ago against Quad City. A little bit better this week with 28 against San Diego, but where is the offense having the most trouble in your mind right now?
Well, it sounds cliche, and it's kind of a boring answer, but a lot of it's just about consistency and avoiding mistakes. And you heard earlier on the show, just Rod Miller a few minutes ago talking about it, just a lot of the mental errors that this team has made. They feel like they're holding themselves back, from penalties to turnovers to plays that we weren't seeing them make early on in the season. They were crisp, they were moving the football. I mean, in the indoor football league, if you don't end a drive with points, it's a failure. You know, a lot of times in traditional football, if you're able to win the field position game and have a decent drive, it's fine. It's not going to work in the NFL. I mean, there's no field position game. It's a 50-yard field. So if you don't end with a field goal or a touchdown, it's usually not going to get the job done, even if you're playing well defensively. So I think, from J. Rue Campbell and everybody on this offense, it's really about finishing drives with points, stop setting themselves back, and they can get back on track.
Bucks trying to get back to 500 this week at 4-4, and a pretty familiar opponent, the Green Bay Blizzard. 4-0 against Green Bay last year. That's 4 of their 7 wins. 2-0 against them so far this year. First of all, why have they had so much success against Green Bay? Because these have been some really competitive games, too.
Well, the first 2 times they played was a while ago now, right? It was a month ago, and Green Bay has changed a lot offensively. I think maybe Bucks fans this week are saying, okay, playing the Blizzard again, already beat them twice, it'll be an easy win. No, that's not the case. This Green Bay team is a lot different now. Offensively, they've made huge strides, and it starts with the quarterback position with Jack Sheehan. He has played fantastic, taking over for Torrance Gibson, who wasn't playing poorly, but their new passing attack and improved passing attack is something to watch. So I think for this Bismarck Bucks secondary, especially with some breakdowns last week against San Diego, they've got to be sharp because Jack Sheehan has completely changed this Green Bay team.
Coming up on the halfway point of the season, Bucks have struggled at home, unfortunately. 1-4 on their home field right now. After this one, 6 out of the next 8 on the road. Keeping that in mind, how much more critical does that make this game?
This is a big game. I mean, you look at the schedule the rest of the season for Bismarck, and it's difficult. Not only are you on the road, but you're playing some really top-notch opponents, some of the best in the IFL this season. And Bismarck's proven this year they can compete with some of the best. They had a really nice showing against Massachusetts Pirates, and the Pirates are the defending champs, and didn't have as many injuries at that time. So that was a loaded Mass team that Bismarck competed really well against. So I think this game is a great first step in the right direction, and then the back half of the season is kind of proving that they can win against the top 5 and 6 teams in the league. But for now, you got to win this game if you want to get yourself in a good spot down the stretch this year, I think.
You've already touched on it. Green Bay, a team that seemed like they're starting to hit their stride. Really rough 0-4 start, but they've won 2 out of the last 3. What's been the biggest difference in your mind?
Well, I think a lot of it, like we talked about, is offensively, the strides they've been able to make. The first 3 games this season, they didn't surpass 30 points. They've done that in every single game since. So this is a team that, Green Bay a little bit of a step back with a loss last week against Quad City, 49-31, but the Green Bay has been inconsistent on offense, but a lot better as of late. And I think their defense has been something to be impressed with. They're 4th in the league in scoring defense. They have the top 2 tacklers in the indoor football league with James Brown and Mamadou Imbai in the secondary. So those 2 have kind of anchored that Green Bay defense that under Corey Roberson's been really good through the years. So I think it's something scary and to consider is that this offense is coming around. This is a new Blizzard team.
Big game for both teams. Green Bay still trying to dig themselves out of that early 0-4 hole they dug themselves. Bucks try to end a 2-game losing streak, get a win on this 3-game homestand. What's going to be the biggest key this week in your mind?
I think it's about running the ball successfully for Bismarck. The second time the Bucks played the Blizzard, 122 rush yards, one of the best rushing performances of the year. 62 the other time against Green Bay. And I think, the Bucks, you think back to last week, 50 rushing yards on the ground in their loss this last Saturday, but a lot of those yards kind of came down the stretch. So I think, and we hear Robert Fuller, our color guy, talk about it all the time. He wants to see them run the ball, establish the run. And Rod Miller obviously wants to do the same. Easier said than done. So I think that's going to be a key. Be able to run the ball because that can help you finish off drives with points.
Chris, thanks so much for hanging out this week, and we'll hear you on Saturday night.
Of course, looking forward to it.
Chris Clayton, our play-by-play broadcaster, he'll be on the call this Saturday against the Green Bay Blizzard. For now, we'll take our final break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show.
Introducing the Bucks Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucks are on the hunt, and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucks home game, the Bucks Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucks fans with a Bucks window sticker. If your Bucks window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucks home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors: Advantage Appliance, Simonson Station Stores, North Bismarck, Swing Away Indoor Batting Cages, Mandan, Action Motorsports, Fried Bread Mamas in Gateway Mall, Dakota Nuts and Candy, Bisman Local Food Market, Abra Auto Body, Bismarck, Mandan. Grab a Bucks window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucks! Free tickets to a Bismarck Bucks indoor football game? How? Go to your app store, type weather on Beck News app, hit search, install the app to your Android or Apple device to get personalized forecasts, weather alerts, road conditions, Beck Weather Insight exclusively for you. Then click the Bismarck Bucks free tickets banner anywhere in the app, fill out the information, and submit. You get free reserved seating tickets to a Bismarck Bucks football game from Beck Weather.
Who do you trust with your digital life? Not all cloud backup providers keep your data truly private. Beck Cloud Backup uses advanced multi-layer encryption to keep your family photos, videos, and sensitive business documents secure and only for your eyes. Your Beck Lightband Internet service already includes 50 gigs of free storage to keep your digital life safe and secure. Call us at 701-475-2361 to start using your Beck Cloud Backup today.
Welcome back inside the show. Despite the loss this week, the Bucs defense really stepped up, particularly in the second half, surrendering only 10 points after giving up 28 in the first. And of course, that included no shortage of big hits, including this one, our hit of the game, brought to you by Abra. Late in the second quarter, San Diego 2nd and goal, knocking on the door, Trevon Van blitzed and wrapped up by Jamal Hicks. Big time hit. And this was at a critical time. San Diego was eventually forced to settle and missed a field goal try. Jamal Hicks with this week's hit of the game, brought to you by Abra. Now time to reveal this week's code word winner, and congratulations to one Dustin Rabinish. Dustin, congratulations. You'll be getting a VIP turf table at an upcoming Bismarck Bucks home game. Keep an eye on your inbox. We'll be getting in touch with you very soon to let you know how to collect your prize. You want to be like Dustin. I know you do. You want that VIP turf table. Perk up right now because this is the time to win with our keyword of the week, and it is reestablish. Bucks try to reestablish some momentum here at the midway point of the season. They've lost 2 in a row, struggled a little bit at home right now, trying to reestablish things and get back to what got them off to that strong start early in the season. So again, reestablish. Take that word to the Bismarck Bucks social media channels. Bismarck Bucks Football on Facebook, at Bismarck Bucks on Twitter, and at Bismarck_Bucks on Instagram. Any and all of those will give you the opportunity to win a turf table at an upcoming Bucks home game. Before we go, let's take a quick peek at the Bucks schedule, and this is a critical game. Last game of a 3-game homestand, and then 6 out of the last 8 contests on the road, including the next 3 games at Iowa, Quad City, and Massachusetts. Frisco back at home, and then they'll finish things out in the last 4 games. So a big game coming up this weekend for Bismarck. But for now, that'll do it for the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show. Once again, Bucks take on the Blizzard this Saturday night at 7:05. Until then, I'm David Sugarman. Thanks so long.
Tickets to a Bismarck Bucks indoor football game? How? Go to your app store, type weather on Beck News app, hit search, install the app to your Android or Apple device to get personalized forecasts, weather alerts, road conditions, Beck Weather Insight exclusively for you. Then click the Bismarck Bucks free tickets banner anywhere in the app, fill out the information, and submit. You get free reserved seating tickets to a Bismarck Bucks football game from Beck Weather. Introducing the Bucks Fan Finder Ticket Giveaway. The Bucks are on the hunt, and they have their sights set on you. Before each Bucks home game, the Bucks Fan Finder will be scouting for Bucks fans with a Bucks window sticker. If your Bucks window sticker is spotted, you'll receive 2 tickets to a Bucks home game, plus be entered into the grand prize drawing for a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. So swing by one of these participating sponsors: Northwest Tire of Bismarck Mandan, Capitol Heights Auto Clinic, 12 Stones Coffee, Papa Murphy's on Mapleton Avenue, Kroll's in Mandan, Dickey's Barbecue Pit, Pizza Ranch. Grab a Bucks window sticker and place it in your rear window. For more info and contest rules, visit BismarckBucks.com. Go Bucks!